And looking at the 24th here, that 90, or maybe that's where it came from. Let me double check. 24th. Oh, it is where it came from. Fuck. Doesn't work. What I wanted to say. 25, 26. This 90-minute at 6004 is where we rejected 3 times. 2, 3. But even looking at the structure, it was resistance, it was support here. And I say it was support because of the way this wick closed up, the candle closed above, even though it wicked down. And then the large buying happened right above it. It was support here, and then it was support here, and then it became resistance 3 times, which is crazy. With the trend line too, I completely missed that shit. But I had this 15-minute demand, and then I believe I had a 30 just before I put this 15-minute one. I think I had a 30 here.
Wait, wasn't your trend line lower?
I moved it after. I moved it later.
Okay.
Because I was going from this to the previous days, and we'd made this big drop, so I was like, all right, invalidate mine now. But yeah, that resistance there, I should have been open to it, but I kept wanting that long for some fucking reason. All right, 24th.
Oh, that wasn't the 24th? Oh, shit.
No, I was just going over the context that I missed.
I think on the 24th, me and Eloy took the same short, right? Or something like that?
Yeah, at around 60.41.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we took the same one.
And the time I took it at was 6:46.
Yeah, I took mine at 6:44, so it was the same.
Yeah, there was an outlier there, and it got above it a little bit, but then it got underneath it.
Yeah.
I noticed also like setting my stops helps me out a lot. Where I'm like, as long as I find a good stop. Where before it was always setting a 2-point stop or a 3-point at most, but now I'm like, oh, I don't even think that matters anymore, and it obviously doesn't because you come up with your stop for a reason, right? And it's like I'm finding those reasons before I enter the trade in a way that helped me a lot this week. Like my winning trades, when I came up with my stop, I was like, that's not the stop right there. It can't be. It has to be this one. And then I saw it like work out. And that's not like convicted me on all of my trades. Where like, yep, that's how I have to do it now. But I like that I was paying attention to the stop because then it helps you understand what was important in the previous consolidation.
What was it? Well, were your stops within like the risk to reward though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I guess you're starting to see the market.
What did you say, Eric?
How many points were your stops?
The most I think I've ever picked one was a 4-point stop. But
okay.
I remember not on this day, but on another day, I took a trade and I set a target. I set an entry, a target, and a stop. And then I forgot. We'll move on to it. I think it's on Wednesday or Thursday. And then I saw that my analysis was incorrect because it had broke my original entry point. But because it had broke it and then like got above it, I then entered the trade at the same entry price. But because I entered at the same entry price, my stop should have been moved a little bit, where my stop at that point was just like a 1-point risk. And I should have since my entry was broken, that means my stop should have been adjusted, and I didn't adjust it. I kept the same stop with my original entry that was broken, but I entered it again when it got above it, and it somehow broke it again. And it's like it just didn't make sense to me. And I was like, I should have moved my stop. And then I see where to, like I saw why I should have moved it there and not just kept it with my original plan. but I think we'll see.
Like it's crazy. It's crazy because I hate hard stops so much when they stop me out. But dude, without hard stops, I would be so fucked.
Same.
Crazy. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, dude. Or to both of you, like I've been setting 3-point stops and noticing I've been like losing $20, and I realized that like your entry also is part of your stop.
What do you mean, what?
I like if I get like if you want a 3-point stop and I enter at like say we're doing a penny stock and I enter at 375 or something, then I would need uh like a less like a 2.7 like a 2.75 stop to get that 3-point stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your entry price factors into the amount of money you lose as well. And I didn't even like put that together until recently.
But
like
percent?
if you got in at 375, you were putting your stop at like
For-
1.
For a 2-point stop, it'd be 175.
Yeah, I was doing that shit. But I wasn't doing that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like say I got in at 375, I would put it like at 3-point stop would be like what 675, something like that. No, that was what I don't know how to
That's
explain
what
it.
you should be doing.
No,
You're saying you
I'm
should set it
confused.
to the actual dollar amount, not necessarily if you entered at 375, your stop shouldn't just be 1. It should be 175.
No, because I'm losing more.
Mm.
I can't I don't know what I'm explaining because I have a 3-point stop, but I've been losing like $20. But and I was thinking it was the commission and fees, but then I realized it was the entry as well. Like say I have my entry plotted out and my stop plotted out before I press buy. If I get filled below that entry, like a shittier fill,
I get what
and
you're
I
saying.
and I keep my stop, then I'm gonna lose more money. So I have to adjust my stop when I get filled, and I haven't been doing that. That's been messing me up too.
You just are convinced that you got filled at a specific price, that you keep your stop there.
Yes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That makes sense. Yeah, I've been noticing a subversion of that. Okay. Right now that Eric said it the second time, I got it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was
That's why
explaining.
on Friday I was having trouble setting my stop because it was moving so fast that like it would pop and it popped up 7 points and I was just like, fuck, I need to move my stop back to break even now. And then on one of them, I thought I moved it to break even and I was 25 cents away from break even, so I technically didn't break even, which was annoying. It was all just because the market was moving so fast.
Well, you also technically never get break even, even if you get break even because of the commissions.
Yeah.
But
That's another thing. If I break even twice back to back, I'm not gonna. I took a fourth trade, but I'm gonna start considering that over trade.
because the break even, yeah, you still lose money.
Not only that, but I feel like there was some emotional decision making after those 2 break even stops.
Oh yeah, that was all emotion on Friday. Oh man, I just fucking
At what time was your first trade or your trade, Eli?
646 is when I answered. So right here.
mine was around the same. 644.
It's gonna come back to 6041. So like when I'm doing
60?
these trades, I'll have like my original plan written out, and then
Oh shit.
after the trade is done, I go back to review the order and see what the details were, and then like, do you guys do this where you have to realize, damn, I entered a little differently than what I originally planned, just by a couple of cents?
I get shitty fills all the fucking time because the market orders. It's my fills are never perfect.
Yo, I don't see a retest of 60.41.
This is the 24th.
Oh shit! It's not the 24th.
Oh, it's the 20th. I was looking.
Yeah, you gotta stop partying, Eric.
Who were you out with yesterday, Eric?
I'll clean out with Island.
Damn, that'll do it.
At his house, we just fucking partied.
Did any girls or just you two?
For real.
It was me, my friend Yuli, Island's girlfriend.
It was Los Peligrosos?
Oh, I was gonna say, dude. What?
We just DJ'd all night.
Shoot.
All right, so here we go. Market open. Dude, yeah, it's crazy.
Not open yet.
That little ding that happens when market opens. I don't know why my computer does this, but like later in the day when I turn on my computer again for the first time, like as it's like turning on, that ding will come on its own. Like I don't even have TOS open. Like
what the fuck? It happens to me, but it. Oh wait, do you have your? Wait, no, that doesn't. Yeah, it happens to me too, but it's when like my computer goes to sleep. It's like a delayed ding.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention till when it happens. I just realized like, why is it happening right now? It's like late at night, and then I turn my computer on, and then like ding, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck?
I've had moments where that ding happens later in the day, and I'm like, what the fuck am I in a trade? That just scares me.
You guys are having nightmares from the ding.
It stays in this area for a second, but then it drops. So yeah, the outlier.
So you were retesting this outlier?
The 641. The way I'm zoomed in, the first one you pointed out wasn't even there, but the 640 is where I have mine.
Mine was at 642. Oh yeah, that one.
That's the one I got.
I got in. Yeah, that one.
You guys got in right here?
Yep, 646.
Chart. Ah.
This is the one I think I said I hesitated. I put on mistakes. I hesitated, so I got in at 640.
My original entry was 642, but I guess I got in at 641.25. 60.41.25.
This is my right chart. Oh shit! Oh, you got the chart right?
Oh, I didn't, but I'm just looking at Bookmap. I'll do that for the next video. Or let me add mine real quick.
Boom. And where'd you guys exit?
I exited at 633.75.
I exited 652.
Did you guys only have pre-market low there?
30-minute demand.
At 60.41?
Oh, pre-market lows? Yeah. I thought you meant below the exit.
What had me interested in, there was a gap zone right there, and it cleared that gap. I think that was my original. Oh yeah, I just wanted it to clear the gap, and then luckily it fell through even a little more. Right under the 30-minute pre-market, which was my key. It broke it. It was my key support. It broke it. It caught the gap. It filled up the gap, and then luckily I stayed in a little more, and it dropped a little more.
See here, what I see, I considered it too on my end. Because I was like, there's no support here till 60.31. But I was like, let me just be patient and wait to see if I could catch a long off of this 60.31. But then it ended up breaking super strong. So I ended up just avoiding taking trades that day.
Dude, this whole week, none of my levels have been like really hitting because the market's been dropping so much. So I haven't been taking any trades on my levels at all.
Doesn't it make sense that we would be in a downtrend for a little bit after being in a high?
Yeah.
So should we be
Actually,
bearish?
well, what?
So shouldn't we have like a bearish mindset?
I didn't.
You still can't be biased though.
You can't be biased, but I think it stood out on one of the videos I studied this week where Carmine said, like, first you kind of have to know what the trend is or what's going on to like
Oh yeah.
confirm whatever trade you feel like taking. So even like, let's say that the market's in a downtrend, but it's getting near our support, even if there's like outliers to support our longs, we got to still kind of be, I guess, a little more patient or be strategic with our stops, just because it's like, well, it's, yeah, I'm going to take a long, but I do know we're in a downtrend.
Yeah, I mean, intraday, I think the trends are mostly for like longer term time frames, whereas intraday, like we were in a super downtrend, we were still able to take longs for a little bit. You know, they're just less probability, but we're still able to capitalize on them. But you're right.
I mean,
you have to know what the trend is.
In the grand scheme of everything, we're really not going anywhere. We've just been chopping between these areas here, between this previous high. We tapped it once, twice, and then 3 times over here. We made a new high, and then this down below keeps getting tapped since November. Basically, since Trump came, we haven't moved in a direction yet. Because he keeps talking about these damn tariffs. Fucking guy.
Ooh, did you? Oh yeah, you sent me that video. Zelensky and Trump. That shit was crazy.
I know. I feel like I've never seen a president get upset like that.
All they wanted was like gratefulness or some bullshit.
I wonder if there like that was put out on purpose, like to just show like Trump is like strong arming fucking people.
I read some comments and they said Trump is not going to do that to Putin. You won't do that to fucking Putin.
I mean, that's all I had this day. I didn't really. The fucking rest of the morning, it just sold off all the way down.
Yeah, it's the only trade I had. Tuesday?
All right, let me end
this one.